There we go. So you can actually see in that mirror now all the way down the length of this track, and you can see how freely and easily the coaches move between. And if you look down here as well, I wanted to create like a step off, step on, I didn't want a big gap. Now there is a gap on the curve which is just about here. So if I bring one of the coaches along, you'll actually see, I mean, it might look like there is quite a bit of a distance here in comparison to here, but that is because, as you know, when a carriage or locomotive goes around a bend, it does actually lean over. So there you have it. That looks like it's parallel now all the way along. That's purely because the carriage is actually obviously bending in the middle, because it's a rigid, and the front bogie and the back bogie actually are standing positions, and the actual length of the carriage is actually staying straight, so it does actually come out slightly. So I had to make sure there was enough space there on the platform for when a carriage or locomotive come round, it didn't touch. So there we have it. That is my terminus station. As I say, it's about 1.9 meters in length. I can actually get comfortably really right to the end. If you look at this 125, bearing in mind the front is actually either the dummy car or the engine, and these are really the carriages. So I could actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably 5 carriages, and obviously the dummy or driving car in the front. So I could probably get across there 6 or 7 easily in that. However, my longest station on my main layout, I can only really get over there, that is Indalo station, I can only really get about 4 carriages. So if I was to actually come in from this direction through the mountain, I could probably only get about 4 cars along there, and at the end there maybe have the locomotive hanging off the end with the 4 cars along there. So that's probably what I'm actually best for along here as well, Vera station. But this is the longest terminus. As I say, there's actually 3 cars here at the moment on the 125. I'm probably looking to put another car in the middle of that. Car coach. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll have the dummy car and the driving car in position. So that would be 6 in total, and that would actually sit in here quite comfortably. So if I put that right up to the buffer there, so that's right up to the buffer. So if we consider this as being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's use this as a yardstick, shall we? So that probably could be 6. So it's probably going to come to about there if I added another coach into this rake here. So that would be 6. So you'll have, or you can actually have something like this, a locomotive with 5 coaches. I've got 5 of these, there's only 3 here now, or 5 of the Pullman coaches that I can actually pull behind as well. So that can be on platform 2. I can have the HST on platform 1 with 4 coaches and the driver and dummy car. That would come to about there. Bearing in mind, obviously, if this was the real world, people would be getting out of this door here, possibly the first class, these doors. So it's not a problem if this does actually hang over a little bit, because that's really just for the driver. He can obviously step down. But obviously, again, for something like this, I can actually have the locomotive just on the turn here, and again have 1, 2, 3. Use these as a bit of a measuring gauge. 4, 5. So I can have 5 coaches plus a locomotive really along that terminus. So HST with 4 carriages, dummy car and driving car, and 1 locomotive plus 3 coaches in platform 2. And then in this platform here, well, it's not a platform, it's actually just a sideline. I can actually have a train in waiting, as it were. So I can have the 5 coaches here with a locomotive ready to go on platform 2, HST in platform 1, and in this this line here I can actually have something ready to go. Now what I've actually got here on the fiddle yard is actually, I haven't put them all together yet because I've been testing and configuring, and it has been a lot of configuring, believe me, the detection unit. And I must do a big shout out to Lee at ESU Customer Services, who's helped me no end with the ESU detector and getting it all set up, because I've sent him some challenges, I must say. I've challenged myself with this because it is phenomenal in really what it can do. The detector from ESU could not just shuttle trains, so you can actually have any train. I mean, this is the driving car of this 3 car. This is in detector 7, this is 8. But I just used this because it was easier just for this to keep going back and forwards while I was testing it, rather than taking the rake of 3. These are obviously the 2 dummy cars that go with this. So I was moving this backwards and forwards because what I wanted to do was actually, when it left this block, because they call them blocks, when it left this block, this is block 7, so 10, 9, 8, 7, and I've got some other blocks. This is block 1, 2, 3, and I've got some other blocks scattered around here. So when I look across here to the terminus, I know that this is block 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So I know exactly what the block number is, but I'm also going to see it on the ESU on the map. So what I wanted to do with this, the objective is to create the shuttle run, but also to actually activate certain accessories. And one of the accessories that I wanted to activate, just for amusement's sake, I suppose, was the light here on the station. So when it come into the station on the shuttle run, so we'd actually go from port 7, and when it left, that's the end of that block, by the way, right there, because it's got the plastic fish plate there. When it leaves this block, it fires off the route. What I mean by fire is that it will actually execute the whole route and where it's meant to go. So all of these turnouts will actually fire for the route. So it will come along this line here. Excuse the mess, I'm actually been doing some work. It will come along here, it'll fire this one, it'll fire that one. So they're actually in the right positions. Now you go around the main line, all the way around the back there, through the mountain, and then, if I move this, it will fire this one and this one to go into this block. This is a block here. Up to here is a platform block. This is block 15. This is actually along here. So on block 15, it actually will stop. But when it stops at this to shuttle back, the station lights come on. I will show you this a little bit later, but I'm doing some work on the crossing here at the moment, so that still needs to be sorted out, so I can't run any trains and show you. But basically what it does, it goes around, it comes to here, stops, lights come on because there's a train active on the platform, and then when it leaves and goes back again, the lights go off. That really was, I say, just a little bit of amusement for me, just to see whether I could actually program this and do this correctly, because your accessories, things like lights or signals or other things that you may put onto the ESU, can be triggered at certain blocks. So when a train comes to a block, I'm having another block put over there. That's going to be a block on Indalo station right there, and so it could be a case then when it could come in here for the first stop, and I can then have it go further all the way around to Indalo station, and the lights can come on there. But I really needed to know how to do it, and I was scratching my head. It took me about 2 hours of actually trying to make it work and going backwards and forwards with different ideas, and because, you know, sometimes when you have it come into a port, it's occupied, and sometimes it's free. So it really took a lot of trial and error, I must say, to actually get it working. But there we go. So I do have that shuttle run working now. I will show you that a little bit later on the next video. But I really wanted to show you this this Terminus platform. Quite proud of it, really. These are a couple here that I am. These come in a pack of 5. They're from Pico. They're the platform risers, if that's the word I use, platform risers. And I just sprayed them grey and weathered them, and then painted the top copings white. And then I've got some 1mm block paving, and I've just covered it in block paving. Some platforms are blocked like this, some are slabs, some are concrete. You got all different things all over the country. But I thought this was, you know, looking quite nice, and it was easy for me to purchase and put down, and it was not that expensive. The most expensive things, I bought 5 packs, I think it was 5. There's 5 in a box of these. No, sorry, I bought 4 packs, plus I bought 2 packs of the slopes, and it comes to about 42 euros, I believe. Could be wrong, I'll look that up, but I think about 42 euros. So this platform probably has cost me, I would say, with the top block card here, a little bit of paint, probably about 45 euros, something like that. And I think that's a nice platform for that length. If you was to buy that, I've noticed when I've been looking around, you can get like just a section, and that section is probably about 30 centimeters long, for about 12 or 15 euros, already done for you. So if you was to look at this is again probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 lengths of 30 centimeters. So that's going to be you know, 60, 70, 80 euros. So I've got this done, I think, reasonably well, and I had the wonderful experience of constructing it myself. That is the beauty of it, you know, putting all this together and knowing how it all fits together. I know exactly where the temporary cards are that I can take up, so I can maybe later put wires for lights like I've got on this platform here, or I've got other ideas, and that is to actually from here put a complete canopy over the top, and that will then be from here, just imagine this, I'm sharing too much now, an actual road going all the way along there up the top. That's another project. Anyway, thank you for watching and allowing me to share the experience with you that I've actually gone through in constructing this platform. I will show you a little bit about the shuttle run a little bit later, but for now, please do like, share, subscribe, any videos that you feel that you do like, and I will be coming to you with other videos about how my platform, my not just platform, but the actual whole layout is actually developing, and I will keep you updated. Until then, bye for now.